Alright, time to play some Heretic and E1M5, the Citadel, not Doom 2 level 19. Even this map shares the same name, but it's a different game and a different setting. But yeah, you want to, start out this map by clearing this courtyard. And this map, I don't personally like this map an awful lot because it's easy to get lost in here because there are lots of areas that look exactly the same and plenty of enemies here too. And I guess it's also probably the kind of a copy-paste nature that this map has, which is another reason I don't really care about this an awful lot. But at least the good part is that this map has some secrets too. And plenty of things to shoot at. But it can be pretty disorienting experience to play this map, particularly if you go for 100%. And also this is one of those, I think this was actually the second map that was also redesigned for Sutra, the slaughterwad that I mentioned in the previous video. So now we probably have to find that staircase that takes us... Jesus Christ, I'm already lost. Oh, I think it's here. But first we have to, pay a visit into these rooms for some mini items and everything. And one of the secrets can be found from here. And the next thing we need is the yellow key. So that makes our endeavor a little bit easier. Just need to make sure that everything is done around this half of the map. And there are actually multiple instances of yellow door around here, so... But if there's something good about this map, it certainly is the music. Out of the way, please. And that's how we get this thing. Jesus. And now we can take the second yellow door. I wonder where those gargoyles went. And that's how we get the green key. And of course that Tome of Power will become useful as well. And of course sometimes there are, enemies around this courtyard, so make sure that all of them are dead. Where the hell did those gargoyles go? Because I'm pretty sure there might be just one or two of them. Or maybe they... Oh, and by the way, you want to watch out for those guys. But with the green key, we can go over here. Use this to lower down this thing. And this is the part where this map gets somewhat disorienting because there are these long tunnels that don't really seem to be making an awful lot of sense. Because this is a backtracker, so it will take you back here. And thank goodness these guys showed up, so I don't have to backtrack anymore to deal with them. But this will take us to the next courtyard. So at this stage, I will probably use my Tome Power and start mowing down some evil wizards and everything. Yeah, and now you can see how annoying those disciples can be. Sometimes they might actually drop a Tome of Power, but mostly they do drop claw orbs when they die. So, alright, gonna be faster. There are just so many enemies, so little time. But yeah, that's why you gotta use Tome of Power every time you get a chance to do that. And if you have a torch, this is the place where you want to use it. And speaking of a torch, we might as well use one. But first we have to deal with these guys. Make sure that it's safe to hang around here anyway. And there's this one little passage that can be quite hard to find. I always tend to forget where it is. It's this one. This will take you to a secret area. Yeah. And these teleporters will take you to those areas where those Disparals disciples. So this will take you over here, so prepare for some tense firefights. Alright, that's it. Okay, I don't have any armor, so that's not so good. I probably want to use my Dragon Claw to deal with it, because this is usually very good against distant targets, and it works somewhat in a... oh god damn it. And of course, there was a bad guy in there, so... and of course it took me back to the first half of the map, so... God. Okay, that was not exactly what I had in mind, but... Jesus Christ. And thank goodness I actually have a Wings of Wrath, because I think it makes getting one of the secrets a little bit more easier. But what I had in mind was not to go to this courtyard, but to this courtyard, which I was not exactly dealt. I had not done yet. And that secret is pretty easy to get with Wings of Wrath. So we might as well use one right now, because we'll actually get a second instance of Wings of Wrath. Yeah, I'm gonna leave those guys be. And there's a bag of holding if you want. And now I have to remember where this one little secret was. Because I think it was not around here. I think it might have been on a ledge. I think it's over here. And here we can find a Dragon Claw. Oh wait, I want to have this. I just don't get it. How do you open that? I don't remember how to open this thing. I probably need to read. Oh, Mr. Wizard. We don't need your dark magic right now. Jesus Christ, this is exactly what I hate this map for. It's... oh, this is how you get the secret, of course. Yeah, of course, I completely forgot about that. So now we have all the secrets. So that's at least that's a relief. So now we have this ungrateful duty of starting hunting down these wandering enemies, and there seems to be plenty of them in this case. But the fewer the better. So you want to... oh. Be specific. Just go do a full circle around the map to be sure. And sometimes there tends to be these kind of dudes, you know, hiding in here, so... And of course, always pay attention to the sound, so if you hear something out of the ordinary, like a gargoyle perhaps. And I think there was this one little teleporter thing that I still had to do. So... we're gonna take this, and this time we're gonna take this side to get these. And I think there was this one undead warrior that I left. And I thought this way. Please. Really? There was this one dude in here that we had to deal with. Alright. That should be most of it. But with the blue key, we can start thinking about leaving this map for good. And... of course, I'm on the wrong side of the map again. And the blue door can be found from this side of the map. And it's over here. And there are some nitro golems and everything in here. So I guess I could use Dragon Claw for instance. That's nice. And you can actually run on these windows and get some of those items, but you can't get them all just by running. Because there is this little thing. So... what? Are you serious? Oh, of course. Never mind. Yeah, I just thought that, you know, it would show all those items on the screen, but of course this is the easiest way to get them. Get all of those items. And use this little switch over here and deal with these, you know, Disparals, Disciples. And that's how we do E1M5. Yeah, it's a pretty lengthy one, and as I probably said it during this video, I personally don't really care about this map an awful lot because of the copy-paste kind of stuff that, you know, 2 separate courtyards. But of course, then again, it would not be the Citadel, so... but I guess I probably would take Doom to level 19 over this. Out of the 2 Citadels. Even it's not in the same franchise necessarily, but, you know, this map is... It can be disorienting and things like that, but I guess the difficulty is not too bad, as long as you keep moving. And, you know... you use your power-ups smartly, but some of those, you know... some of those Disparals Disciples can be annoying because they can actually snipe you from a good distance, and if you get too close, you might actually take some serious beating. And I actually ran out of armor towards the end, so I think I could have, you know, gotten into some trouble with those wizards and everything, but thank goodness that didn't happen. But yeah, I think that's as much as I have to say about this one. So we're gonna move on to E1M6, which is the Cathedral. And this map is also responsible for... this map is responsible for giving us access to the first secret level of Heretic. But yeah, with that I think we're all done, so yeah, see you around.